how would you like to meet the foremost authority on skateboarding in Connecticut? Today we're going to meet our guest, Sam Schulten, who is an extraordinary amateur skateboarder who says he could go pro if he really wanted to. He has competed in over 200 contests across 4 continents, most of which he has won. He has been skating for nearly 15 years with no end in sight. The Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join our host, Eric Milbauer, to meet the next new director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you are about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes, working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 3 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are planning, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is an NCC student in the film and TV production course and an extremely talented skateboarder who knows over 500 unique tricks. He also has a keen interest in fitness and exercise. We would like you to meet today's guest, Sam Schulten. Sam, nice to have you.
Thank you.
So Sam, we know you're a master skateboarder and have traveled the world to compete in competitions. Tell us about your most recent skateboarding contest.
Well, among the most recent my contests, I competed in Berlin, where I placed second in a 3-day tournament. It was very difficult, it was very hot out, and I had a lot of fun. I don't speak German, but I somehow managed to get through it. I had a great time, and I won the silver medal and $5,000, which I'm very happy about.
I bet. It sounds like fun. That's pretty fascinating. So now that we know you're a skilled skateboarder, would you say that you've learned to use the camera skillfully as well?
I would. I definitely say I'm much more comfortable using the camera now than I was at the beginning of the course. I came into it with no camera knowledge, and I now feel pretty confident in my abilities to set up and use a camera effectively. What was really hard for me was getting the camera settings correct, whether it be for indoor or outdoor, because I like to manually adjust all the settings to get the best picture. So especially the white balance and the focus, those were, it was hard for me to learn that.
Yeah.
And I definitely think using the camera could be a possible career choice for me.
That's great. So tell us why you decided to take the TV production course.
I do have a keen interest in film and television, and I love spending my free time going to the movies and watching other shows. So I was interested in the production side of it. I also really wanted a challenge in my life, and I thought what better way than to take a film course, which I had no knowledge of prior. So I was happy about that, to find one locally at Norwalk. Yeah.
Great. Please tell us about the various projects that you did over the semester, including the Student Studies Project, the Teacup Project, the Nature Project, and the Orange Project.
First, let me tell you about my Student Studies Project. That was my first project and most difficult. I was able to use my brother, who was a great actor, and he was able to fit it into his schedule to help me with this filming. This one was one of the most difficult projects I did, just because it was my first, and it was hard to get the lighting and the focus really right. You can see the lighting changes in some of the shots, and I definitely think I improved on that in the future. My Teacup project was also, it was better because I worked with myself, so I could direct myself, so I knew what I wanted and I knew what I wanted it to look like.
Yeah.
It's sometimes hard to explain to people what you want them to do on screen.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yes. So I did much better on this one, and I'm really happy with how it came out. The next one is the New England Fall Project, which I think is my best project. I captured these various stills around my neighborhood. We have very welcoming neighbors, which let me shoot in their yards and around. I think this picture has excellent lines of grace. It's a very strong and powerful shot. It also has motion vectors, makes you look down. This is my orange project, and this one I had the most fun making. Again, my brother was nice enough to let me use him as an actor, and my orange project's a sci-fi thriller about a man, agent who finds he finds a meteor and he swaps it with an orange. And there's supposed to be some sort of supernatural powers with the meteor, and he switches it with a similar looking orange asteroid. So this was the most fun project I had.
That's great. Now would you please tell us more about the best project that you've done?
I definitely think the best project I did was the nature project. I had the best footage that came out there. Also, on the days I was filming, there was really good light. So it was kind of dim and it wasn't too obstructive. I liked this still. It kind of makes you wonder what's off there to the left. I like the framing of it. There's the trees, which are good lines. You can see here I made a shift focus or a rack focus where it dissolves into another thing. I thought this was a great line, a good direction. It really makes you look into the distance. So I really enjoyed that. This one, I really love the texture on the trees, and I thought it was really interesting, just the different patterns on it. And then you can see there's a cool circular pattern in the middle, along with the vertical up and down lines. This here is a poor man's dissolve, where I manually defocused, then refocused it. That's actually my neighbor's dog. Very sweet dog. His name is Bullet.
What was the most interesting skill you learned this semester, and how will you put it to use?
My favorite skill to use was the learning to use the Avid, and I definitely hope to purchase it and use it in the future for filming, for editing my skating films. I learned how to do a lot with it. It's challenging. It's a lot of new information to learn, but once you get a grasp on it, it's really helpful and you can do a lot of really cool things with it. I loved the title screen and how many options there were on that. Yeah, and also just like, I loved all the information about good composition, which I learned from this course. Just like how to make things look nice. We got the 1/3 rule, the 180 line, which I made sure not to cross my orange project. Yeah, oh, and also storyboarding. Storyboarding is something I had never done before, and when we were first told to do it, it was a bit of a shock. But I didn't really see the point in it, but once I started doing them, then it became really like, I had to do it, and like it really helped when I was filming.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Today we got to meet someone who has shared with us the wonders of skateboarding. As a new TV director, he hopes to apply what he has learned at NCC to capture himself and others doing what they love most, skateboarding. We would like to thank Sam for joining us today. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you, and good day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Erica Milbauer, directed by Natalie Accardi. I'm your announcer, Charles Leahy. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.